As a teacher, the People tool is something you will want to use on a daily basis. The People tool gives the course teacher access to many data points in one simple table that can be used to track student progress and identify where help is needed. Right now, your course doesn't have any data within the People tool because it's brand new, but it will have very important information in the future. Let's take a look at a course that does have some student data. When in the People tool of a course, I can see all students enrolled. In the first column, I can see if a student is flagged with having an IEP or accommodations. Across the top, I can see the learning outcomes assessed in my course, as well as the individual score each student has in relation to each learning outcome. You can also filter each column by clicking on the title, allowing you to see strengths and weaknesses for each outcome. I can also see overall course score. We will talk about how Echo calculates an overall course score using the learning outcome weights in the next unit. The next few columns are data in relation to student self-assessment. When in any course, students have access to a self-assessment tool known as the course heartbeat. Let's take a look from the student perspective. When a student enters a course, they can access the course heartbeat in the top toolbar. At any time, students can self-assess on 3 areas: understanding, interest, and effort. Teachers might have students use this tool before they leave class for the day, or when they have introduced a new topic, or when thinking about pitching a new project and looking for student feedback. Within the People tool, teachers can see the most recent self-assessment data as well as filter that data by clicking on the title. Here you can see course progress. This shows how much of the course content each student has covered. Up next is pace and performance. This takes a little bit more explaining, so here it goes. Let's get started with pace. The pace column uses the percentage of a student's past due activities to assess how well the student is keeping up in the course. A green circle indicates less than 15% of activities are past due. A yellow circle indicates between 15 and 30% of activities are past due, and a red circle indicates that 30% or more of the activities are past due. Now let's talk about performance. The performance column uses a student's overall course score and the student's performance on the 5 most recent activities to assess how well the student is performing in the course. A green circle indicates that the student's overall score is within the top 75% of passing scores, and none of the student's 5 most recent activities received a below passing score. A yellow circle indicates that the student's overall score is within the bottom 25% of passing scores, and/or that the student has a below passing score on one of the 5 most recent activities. A red circle indicates the student's overall score is below passing, and/or the student has a below passing score on 2 or more of their 5 most recent activities. Across the top of the People tool, you can filter by grading period. You also have access to display options. This is where you get to decide what type of information is displayed in the People tool, such as if a student has accommodations or an IEP, time spent, pace, performance, and more. You can also use the People tool to send an email to students. If you use this tool to send a message to students, it will be redirected to their school email, and they will get a notification in their Echo activity stream. And there you have it, everything you need to know to get started using the People tool once students have become active in your course.